All right, so hopefully the audio is working as it should. A lot of you guys, well, not a lot of you guys, but I recently put a poll on basically if you guys want me to break down the trades I'm in, the investments I'm doing, and the whys. So I'll share this over here. Oh boy, it's not even letting me share it. It's really annoying. It's actually really annoying. Why isn't it letting me drag this over to my? All right, whatever. Well, I'll just let's just I guess maybe I don't know. I don't know how. I guess I'll make it in the cover photo maybe. But currently, where price is right now, I'm up 38% on a ETH long, and I longed ETH at 2390.42. So, uh, did I say 3290? That is the number. So let's just give or take here. So this is where I took my long. I'm on 20x leverage. So in total, um, the trade did, let's just say, a little more than 40%. Currently up 38% where it is right now. Right. So why did I take this long? I'll just kind of, I guess I'll use this for where the position is. So why did I get in on this long on Saturday? Yeah, I was going to say definitely didn't take it at 1 a.m., but it was, I guess, around Asia time. And when you're swing trading, it's a little different mechanics than versus day trading. For those who are like, whoa, he's trading Asia session. It's a little different mechanics, right? As a recording of this video, we're almost approaching Q3 of a Sunday, which is all irrelevant to a swing trader. Only relevance of this chart right now is that we have touched the supply zone, and basically it would be a great time to shave some money off the table, set or break even, etc., etc. So why'd I take this trade? So if we match up this candle right here, XRP was just rising above a demand zone on the 6-hour, right? Bitcoin had already broke this supply. This is actually now demand. Bitcoin had actually already just recently broke above this demand zone here, right? So we broke above, we retested, now we're going back up, right? So that's an additional confluence. Even if we look at Solana now, Solana's not really tied to the main three. So kind of actually more, Solana's actually very irrelevant for this trade because Solana was already rejecting bearish from the supply zone over here. So, obviously, just looking at the chart, I could have took a sell on Solana, and that would have been, something that worked out. But I want to really break down the mechanics, full mechanics of this trade here. All right. Because why did I specifically choose Ethereum? Well, one, there was a supply zone up here, right? So easy draw on liquidity for Ethereum up higher. Another thing is the SMT. Obviously, that's SMTs are always our trigger button. So, looking back at this trade here, for example, we have XRP. Oh yeah, there was a couple. Just want you to realize how many confluences that there is in this trade. Because essentially the reason why I'm very accurate is because there's a boatload of confluences to utilize. So we have this fair value gap in Ethereum, very large gap. XRP swept it, right? It went lower. Ethereum held it. It actually went into the zone and then kept going higher. So there's that confluence. I mean, even if you look at Bitcoin from this same candle over here, Bitcoin went into the gap and rejected higher. And yeah, so there's that confluence as well. There's a little SMT going on right over here. Not a strong SMT, right? but an SMT nonetheless. Now, where was the big SMT at? Here is the previous week's range. Now, it's a brand new week, actually, as I'm recording this. So this range is actually pretty irrelevant for at least today's price action. I have to redo it all. But nonetheless, XRP is below, way below the discount of this previous week's range. Bitcoin and Ethereum, and Solana for that matter, like I said, Solana is really irrelevant for this, but it is. You can just give a little confluence to it because Solana is an altcoin, which essentially should be having the same moves as Ethereum. Solana should actually be outperforming Ethereum pretty much all the time, which it does. But anyways, yeah. So huge SMT. I don't even have to go up into the weekly, but if for a viewer's sake, if you go into the weekly here, XRP swept this low. Ethereum did not, and Ethereum also jumping into the weekly. Ethereum has reacted from this demand zone all the way down here. And pretty much same story with Bitcoin with reacting to that demand zone. Now, obviously, we have, these assets making highs that XRP has failed to. So, I mean, if anything, now would be a time to get into a short or even hedge the position. The beauty of crypto is you can get into two positions. You can get into a long and a short. And this is exactly where you would be doing something like that, already being close to 40% up on the position. And, trimming some profits and taking the same profits that you trimmed and putting it into a short, for example, would actually be a perfect trade. Now, I haven't done any further breakdown of it for me to really do that. I really don't even care to do something like that as of right now. But there is definitely many confluences for Bitcoin to drop. If you see it, you see it. And, yeah, so that's a trade recap of why I got into a long on Ethereum over here. 20x leverage, stop loss could have been either here or here. Either way, you see my stop loss is, max a little bit more than 20% of a loss, right? So a 1 to 2 for sure was made. If you know me at all, then you already know I set my break evens, pretty fast. And obviously, with an entry like this, I wouldn't have had to worry about price even really tapping my break even. I mean, it's a swing trade, so I'm literally just setting and forgetting. But after we make this high over here, that's where I'm setting my break even, and that's that.